Rocky Mountain Race Week, day 1. We are currently at a gas station filling the van up with gas. We're gonna go get this thing teched, and then later this afternoon we will be able to actually make some passes on the strip, see what this thing runs with the new motor, new trans. I think until then, we're obviously gonna try to get it teched, and then we're going to try to reorganize the little trailer because the little trailer is not organized at all. But other than that, it should be a pretty good day. The weather's pretty good right now. Sun's just coming out, and well, it's gonna be a day. So we have a thing whenever we go on trips.
Anytime I go out of town, I always buy the most expensive scratch off. Texas don't fucking play. $100 scratch off in Texas. You get to watch me waste $100. We're never gonna financially recover from this.
I saw this coming.
I just never bought a $100 scratch off. Like typically you walk in there and they got like 50s. Some states only have like 10. I'll walk in and I'll buy like 10 of them. Yeah, what are you gonna do if you witness me winning 42.6 million?
You're not.
Not looking good, bud. So I don't know. We'll have to go scan it and see. I don't think I want to know.
I think you just threw $100 into non-existence.
It's definitely possible. I'll be back. I'll let you know.
All right.
Now we can't afford fuel.
We just spent all of our money on a scratch off?
Yeah.
Nice. And just like that, we're at the track and Nick is now unloading the van. Say hey, Nick.
Hey, Nick. We have to. Remember, lift with your back, not your knees.
Just roll it out into the van. It's a trailer on a trailer.
I got with Exhibit, and he's like, yo, we know you like trailers, so we put a trailer on your trailer. You good on the ramp?
Sure. Just like that, the trailer has landed.
It's not the most stressless process, but
this is fixing to be my home for the next week. And just like that, we are off to tech this thing. So they're gonna find a whole bunch of problems and we're gonna come back and fix them, and then we're gonna try this again.
shouldn't have any problems. Should be good.
Except for that horn.
Yeah, I don't know why it works when it wants to.
The horn is as needed apparently, so we'll figure that out later. We qualified for this?
We are legal-ish.
Yeah. So we got the van through tech. I don't think we had any problems with it, did we? We had a little bit of an issue with the horn, but
yeah, the ground wire is loose, but we'll get that fixed.
Ground wire is nothing but a thing. So now we just have to transfer all of our stuff over, organize the trailer a little bit more, and then go run like high 10s.
I don't know if it's gonna go that quick. We'll try.
So it'll run somewhere in the 11s, and then we'll figure out what class we're running after that.
Get it switched over to drag mode, and I think track goes live at like 2 o'clock today. I don't know why my phone won't work. He just hosed it out with brake clean. That's probably why it's not working.
That's not the issue. It's working.
Cue the video from 5 minutes prior. What are you about to do, Robert?
So my phone charger, the port on it doesn't work anywhere, and my solution to make the phone charging port on my 14 Pro Max is a can of brake clean, and you just put it in the little charging port and spray it out pretty good.
Don't mind it spraying back all over his face.
Yeah, something like that right there. And that should charge now.
Okay.
Hopefully. The phone is working just fine. We made it through tech. We have decided that we are having a yard sale now. So if you want a can of brake clean, it's $50.
We gotta make up for the $100 I lost on the scratch off.
Yeah, if you want some GP1, that's what, $250?
Can't sell my GP1.
A foot of wire is like $60.
House wire. We're just going through and kind of organizing the best we can.
Yeah, because the trailer situation, now that we've gotten all the crap that was thrown in here,
so
the trailer is actually pretty nice right now.
The theory behind it is tires we're going to obviously use every day. Oil change stuff, extra filter, cases of oil all the way in the front. We're not going to do that probably but once a week. Generators towards the front, probably won't use it. Tools are right here. Chairs, tent, top off oil throughout the week. Shout out the Driven. And then floor jack, impact gun, all the stuff we're going to use every day towards the back of the trailer so we don't have to completely unpack this thing and then repack it every single day.
Yeah, that's our plan. So now we've got to figure out, of all of this stuff that we've taken out of here, how much are we going to need every single day, and what are we just going to have as like spare parts and whatnot.
And
so
what are we going to leave in the truck?
Yeah, and what are we going to leave in the truck? Serpentine belts, we're definitely going to put those at the front of them. We want to have them, but we don't need them every single day.
Expecting not to use them.
things like impact, voltage meter. We'll probably use that every single day, get tires off, same thing with the floor jack and so on. But, and then there's just a ball of wire. Why did you bring a ball of wire?
You said bring wire stuff, so that's all the wire I had at the house.
When I think of bring wire stuff, I think this.
Well, some of them are like that.
You know, some wire strippers, and then this right here, boom, this is it. Some simple harness stuff. When I think of wiring supplies, that's all I think of. I don't think of, hey, let's grab the ball of wire that we don't even know what half of this stuff does.
It moves electricity. It all moves the same thing.
Jeez. All right, well, we're gonna get all this crap organized. All right, so this is where our organization is going to end for right now. We've got the small parts, whatnot. We've got trans line, we've got fuel line, we've got the tools, we've got like a tote of tools. We've got a whole thing dedicated for electrical, spare fluids. We got some food and a fan. I'd say this stuff is actually pretty organized.
It's getting there.
This is how much crap we just took out of all of this stuff. That it doesn't make any sense to have the same wire, same size wire in a different color. Like,
Robert's fine. I think Robert might be colorblind because he's fine with doing everything one color.
well, look, if you're making a wiring repair on the side of the road, the goal is to get you off of the side of the road.
The problem is I don't do anything temporary. Anything I do just gets left there until it breaks again.
So it'll be fine. On our way to set the cowl tracks in the back of this thing up, make sure that they're right. And then once that's done, I think we're ready basically to take that thing on a rip and see what it does. We've got the trailer sitting here. We've got all of our stuff kind of laid out right now, which it's kind of dirty, but at the same time, like, this is how it's going to work for right now until we put everything back into that trailer. So here's kind of an idea as to what all we have going on for all the vehicles and whatnot out here. Of course, a lot of these guys, you know, the trucks and trailers that people came here with are going to stay here, but the actual vehicles that are going to be driven, like those, they've got the race vehicle, they got the trailers for them. Everybody's got to go through tech right now, so we got a pretty big crowd showing up though. It's definitely a lot of people. You can see it goes back a good ways. I think there's like 250 vehicles competing in this, so see how that goes. The track is looking, well, like a track.
With a Duramax diesel under the hood.
All right, so we have had the driver's meeting. We've gotten all of our stuff moved around and whatnot. And as you can hear, we are currently running cars. Nick is fixing to go get into the staging lanes to be able to make a pass, and we're going to run a 14.4 as our goal.
Tomorrow,
I don't know, we're driving a big old van, so this will be interesting to see what it runs. And apparently we ran an 11.8 something, so we either have to find a crap ton of power or slow it down to the 12.0 class. I'm not sure what the move for this is going to be. So maybe the 12.0 class?
I mean, I can leave a lot harder with it, but you're not picking up that. I don't know.
You're not picking up enough to run into 11.0.
When it cools down, we can go faster, but I mean, it may go 40.
Exactly.
I think we slow it down. We also don't have wide open, but it's still not going to make it.
Wide open is not going to make you pick up that much.
No. I say we'll slow it down around 12.
It's going to be a late night for us.
Again,
There's a light at the end of this tunnel, though.
Listen, we have a 12 to turn in now, which is good. They just oiled down the entire track all the way down.
But if I'm remembering correctly, I think to the 8th, this thing ran like dead nuts, the same as it did the first pass. Yeah, it's not quite. 77 to the 60 foot, 489 to 491, 459, 759 to a 756. So it was faster earlier. I ran with the exhaust closed this time too, though.
I did notice that. It was much quieter.
So I think run the same pass and probably just not get on the brakes.
Yeah, just
I
let
think
off.
we'll be right there. So same thing, keep the exhaust closed up and just run it to the 1,000 and let off.
Yep.
Because I was on the brakes. I didn't want to brake out.
Exactly.
I wanted something to turn in.
I'm glad that we have something to turn in. We just need to tighten it up now.
Yeah, I think if we split the difference somewhere between the first two, we'll have an O.
Yeah.
I think lifting at the 1,000 will put us right there.
Yeah.
So it's
He's
good
taking
that it was
his pants
consistent.
off.
He does that to me sometimes. It's good that it's consistent, though.
Yeah. All right.
But that also tells you that those Flowmasters flow here as good as open exhaust.
Oh yeah.
Because it didn't change at all.
So now I guess we're just gonna wait till
Gonna wait for
it
a
either
little
starts
while.
raining
I don't
or
think it's gonna rain.
it's been thundering and lightning over there.
We'll let it see what happens. But
All right, so here's where we're at. The reality is, if we don't use our quick pass, we're probably not gonna be
the
able
tone of the week
to.
is set right now. So we're at a 1220 dial in. We're at a 1220 pass to turn in. If we don't clock off something in the 1207 or better, we're pretty much out for the week anyways. So there's no sense in holding on to a fast pass when we're not in a position to be competitive anyways. So I think we're gonna use it and roll.
Because the reality is, if we don't use the fast pass today to be able to make that pass, our ET is going to be set at a 12.2, and there's no way to bring that back down to be competitive in this class. Where are you going?
Right there. No, the
Okay.
deal is they're supposed to quit racing at 10 o'clock, and it's already 10 o'clock, so they're only going to run for so much longer before the dew sets in. Once the dew sets in, it's going to be foggy and you ain't going to be able to race.
So we're going to use our quick pass now to see if we can stay competitive, and if we don't get to be competitive, we know that we can turn in a time at every other track. So that's our plan right now. We'll see if it pays off. Bold strategy.
I still don't want to do it.
Do it. What are you going to do? You're going to hold on to it to be able to run a 12.0 somewhere else?
Maybe. What if Thursday rolls along and we're in the same position we're in now and we need it?
It doesn't matter at that point then.
What if we do get our 12.0 run later?
It doesn't matter. We're already out of the class.
I'm saying, what if tonight we get to run when they go 11 because we're still in the 11 class?
We're so far out of time, it's not going to happen.
As of right now, they still are.
They're running the 12.0 class right now, so they would have to go a full
We're
circle.
running in the 11 class right now.
Yeah,
still registered.
we have to go a full circle before we can get back.
I know.
So, and I know there's plenty of other people out there that are still trying to make a pass. Like, I saw Chris earlier, he blew his tires clean off of it, so he's going to be back up here. Devin's going to keep going at it until he blows it up. Like, and you were one oil down away from not being able to make anything happen.
I know.
And don't forget, parking lights.
We love it. After a crap ton more discussion, we've decided that we're going to go ahead and use the fast pass right now, and that way we get our pass in, and then if we run our 12.0, we're going to try to be competitive throughout the rest of the week. If we don't run our 12.0, we are going to just focus on completing race week. Got this thing fired up. Gonna get in lane 2, and we're going to run this thing. I don't know why, but he just got out of the staging lane, so either something is messed up or I don't know. What do you mean they won't let us take it right now?
Doing fast passes right now because they are trying to get through everybody. So
They've already been through everybody.
No, they haven't. They're still running. They're running 12.0 right now. They're still running the second round.
Yeah,
So-
why can't we run fast pass?
Because they're trying to get through second round. There's people that haven't run a second round yet. I'm guessing if we make it through second round and they call Rowdy Radial, then we can jump back in.
I thought the whole point of a fast pass is you can jump in at any time.
That's what I thought. But the guy, Declan, I just told him. I said, hey, they told me to come up. He goes, no. All right.
Come on up. Let's get you to break the beams real quick. Clear the lane.
There's so
Go
much
ahead
dew,
and put
there's
them
just
back
no
in the
sense in
box.
even
We're
trying to
done for
run
the
down
day.
the track right now
We're down there
because
waiting
it's
in the,
like skating on ice.
pit.
So
I apologize, guys. We tried
we just
everything
wasted
could
like
to make
an
this
hour and a
happen.
half to wait
Unfortunately, the dew got
for
the
no
best of
reason.
us. And Matt went down there
Not
and
overly
said,
happy about it. So tell the people what happened.
We're screwed for the week.
What happened?
The dew hit now. I mean, look. It's everything's soaked.
I already showed them. How much time do we just spend waiting here?
Wow. Time we could have been sleeping. It sucks, but what are you going do. So now at this point, we gotta decide what are we turning in for a slip.
12 one.
Are you turning the 12 one or are we turning the 11 one?
I turned in the 12 one. We just got done eating ourselves a, like, what is this, 12:30, 1 a.m. breakfast, dinner. Yeah, it's officially day 2 of sick week, but it's still day 1 because we haven't slept yet. So finally got ourselves some food. We ran a 12:20 something.
Yeah, we went, what did we run earlier?
We ran
1180 something, 1185. And we realized we weren't going to be able to go 11:0, so we just slowed it down.
Slowed it down a little bit too much, but it is what it is.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
So now we're gonna head back to the hotel. We're gonna get ourselves some sleep, and then we'll get back at it again tomorrow. So that is a wrap for today. Check back in tomorrow, and we'll have another video up.